Hello, today we will review Amazon best-selling product Olympus.The E-M10 Mark II mirrorless digital camera with 14 to 42mm 2R lens, black. Hello fellow photographers, in the last 50 years I've photographed a bunch of different subjects in all kind of light conditions with all kind of gear. Today, I sell my large format art prints as a part-time pro. My formal education and career are in military electronics. Altogether, I'm quite picky about equipment and my main interest is always about what it can do for me, in exchange for my hard-earned money. For years, I have been photographing with Pentax K cameras, K5 presently, and their pro lenses. Last year, I bought a couple of E-M10s to shoot snow and ice in very cold weather with the most portable, high-quality gear I could find. The cameras fit nicely in my Parka pockets with minuscule, slower but good quality Panasonic zoom lenses on them. Last winter we did get that kind of weather and lower NYS and I fell in love with the E-M10s to the point of adding an E-M5 too, mostly because I wanted a weatherized body, and, more recently, upgrading one of the E-M10s to an E-M10 II, EVF and stabilization being the main reasons. The entire lineup of current OLED cameras is a masterpiece combination of high IQ, advanced features, compactness, affordability, and lens selection and quality. The only point I would make about the E-M10 II body is that people with truly large hands could find it difficult to handle it. It fits beautifully in my medium-sized male hands. Olympus has found a way to further improve the ergonomics of the E-M10, repositioning some controls and beefing up the two dials. The 16MP sensor is tried and true. If you doubt that 16MP are enough, consider that you can make high-quality prints up to 24x36 at low ISO and up to 13x19 up to ISO 3200. The camera has a larger, top-of-the-line Oled EVF which allows you to do most of your shooting without taking your eye off it. It can adapt to the camera exposure and show you how your picture will look like. I like to expose with the displayed histogram, but I know of pros who just work with how the scene looks in the EVF. Whenever you need it, the LCD is clear and sharp, and, since I regularly shoot above my head and low on the ground, its tilting comes particularly handy. It is touchscreen and the super control panel works like a charm. Single AF is very fast. Continuous AF works much better if you shoot at low sequence speed, L equals 4 FPS. Image stabilization is now the state-of-the-art Olympus 5-axis system. There is plenty of direct external controls between dials, buttons and the 4-way controller, much closer to the ones offered by a pro DSLR than an intro ILC. It pays to figure out what functions are paramount to your photography and set the direct controls up accordingly. The E-M10 II feature set merits a discussion all by itself. You can put the camera in auto and shoot it like in rebounds per game to kill a mosquito. If you get the camera because you are serious about your photography, you are going to set it up the way you want it to work. This means that, with its awesome array of useful features, you will have to read the online manual from cover to cover, take notes relevant to your photography and carry them in your bag when you go out shooting, and probably spend time on the web searching for additional useful hints on the camera's behavior and capabilities. Yes, it's hard to believe in its price range, but it explains why so many pro reviewers are madly in love with it. It is the E-M10 II ability to save 4 custom sets of favorite settings that is going to keep you afloat in the sea of features. You experiment with the camera and when you are happy with the settings, immediately save the custom set. You can easily recall it if anything mysterious happens to the behavior of the camera. If you are not a pro, very probably the camera can do much more than you can. Exploring its features would give you the opportunity to get inspired, experiment and improve your technique. Among all the goodies, focus stacking, live time and live comp would certainly blow your mind. Photographing Christmas lights comes to mind at this time of the year. Video has been further improved, but it's not my cup of tea. Wrapping things up, this is another outstanding OLED camera packing an almost pro-level feature set in a lovely body for a very convenient price, supported by a great selection of high-quality lenses. The robust choice of body upgrades would let you grow within this remarkable system. In my opinion, it's worth spending the currently additional $100 to get the E-M10 II instead of the E-M10. I am attaching a pic of the my E-M10 II and Pentax K5 with equivalent pro lenses to give you an idea of the compactness of the Olympus. The K5 has a record small size APS-C body. December 17, 2015. Hi, I am adding some pics to support the review. The first is the E-M10 with the only 9-18mm, 18-36mm EQ, f/4 to 5.6 on the left, upon a 35-100mm, 70-200mm EQ, f/4 to 5.6 on the camera, and upon a 12-32mm, 24-64mm EQ, f/3.5 to 5.6, on the right. While not being pro lenses, they are all quite good. They are so small that you can hold any two of them in your hand when changing lenses. Given that the OMD bodies are so small, I prefer to work with two bodies with a short and a medium zoom on them permanently, no danger of dropping them or getting dirt inside the camera while changing lenses, giving me a zoom range covering 99% of my photography. The second pic is a run-of-the-mill cool sunset in my town, and the third one is a close-up of a piece of jewelry knit by my wife, only 6mm macro lens. A final comment: many reputable online reviewers are truly enthusiastic about this camera. My experience in using it is one of the very best I had in 50 years working with all kinds of equipment, often much more expensive. At this point in my photographic life, I want gear that works with me to translate my vision into compelling, high-quality prints. The E-M10 is right there, immensely satisfying in its competence and ergonomics. December 30th, 2015, Happy New Year! Yesterday, I picked up my wife after work in Manhattan and fought our way to the main Christmas exhibits in Midtown. I had the only 9-18mm lens on the E-M10 with the Minuscule upon a 12-32mm and 35-100mm lenses in my small and excellent sling bag. Working freehand with the camera and the 18-36mm lens often over my head with the tilted LCD, f/5.6, ISO 1600, plus one-stop bracketing, was a real joy. I typically convert the E-M10 to RAW files with a DNG converter and process in Photoshop CS6, but at this high ISO I prefer to start with the superior noise reduction and distortion compensation of Pixel Optics Pro. The ISO 1600 files come out smooth as silk and let me print some very respectable size enlargements. See pics 5, 6 and 7, Times Square, Rockefeller Center and New Rochelle Harbor. Right now Olympus.The E-M10 Mark II mirrorless digital camera with 14-42mm 2R lens, black, is best-selling product in Amazon. Please check the description for more details and offers. Please subscribe and vote.